Good evening, DWR Randomizer, and welcome to more Week 3 action in the 2023 Dragon Warrior Randomizer Winter League. We're going to see some action popping up here momentarily, but we got four fantastic runners tonight between theseawolf1, DrMisterHomes, Nimanva, and JBrunTR, all tied up at 6 points, looking to take that first place, jump out to 11, and put themselves in a good position for the playoffs. Hey everybody, I'm DK9146. Alongside me tonight is going to be Beef Supreme TV. How we doing tonight, Beef, as we see some items?
Doing pretty good. Feeling the cursed belt and a bunch of gold. No keys today, so every door is going to be unlocked for free. We'll talk about the flags in a minute, but yeah, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Absolutely doing fantastic. Hoping for some fun here. We got 4 chests down here in the treasury, hoping to help these runners out. And we're starting out with another cursed belt. Look at that.
Yeah, death necklace as well. A little bit of gold. Some more gold.
Well, they got a lot of cash and not a lot of else. I haven't seen the stats yet. We'll see what they have here momentarily and how easy or potentially easy this initial level could possibly be. Well, immediate town here to the west, and it's cold, so we have a search spot and a couple chest location potentials, plus the shop to check out, so we might be in action here in a moment.
Yeah, we're rich already. Eritrix sword, look at that. Not only are we rich, we're armed now as well. So now we've got another chest here. We've got random chest locations as well. Stones of sunlight. Wow, this seed is giving us everything we need.
Yeah, I know chat's not going to be too happy about that one. But trust me, we're doing chaos confusion this week. We got some crazy flag sets there. You can hit exclamation point flags in chat if you want a quick breakdown of all of them. But we might be making it look a little easy so far. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy at the end, though.
Oh, I'm noticing as well we've got Hurtmora on level 1 as well. Is that what I just saw?
I didn't see it. It flashed too fast, but I would not be surprised. This one's they're loaded up and kitted out here. Magic armor, silver shield. We got an enemy down. We got levels going. JBrun's at 4 already.
Yeah, we've checked underneath the castle as well. That's Swamp South. Yeah, DrMisterHomes as well, hitting level 4. This is going to do it for Nim as well, getting 45 power, 14 response speed, 26 HP, stop spell, return, repel, and heal more.
Absolutely, and DrMisterHomes joins him on that same level at level 6 after getting 143 from something. I didn't see which enemy.
Yeah, not quite sure myself. So you were mentioning before everybody here is sitting on 6 points. A little bit of different story about getting to that 6 though as well, because 3 out of the 4 of them won a race and came 4th, whereas Nim was 2nd place twice. There's a couple different ways to get to 6, but definitely different paths for each of them.
No, absolutely, yeah. You got 2 that started out in last on their first race, but had a great week 2. Opposite for Mr. Holmes with that 5, and then just had a rough week 2. And Nim just very steady at 2nd place. We'll see if that holds true again for a 3rd week.
Yeah, it's hard to feel comfortable with anything when you're playing Winter League. It seems like every week being something different. You don't know what to expect, but it's sometimes hard to keep consistency. Let's see if Nim can keep that 3-point streak alive. He'll certainly be in a good position with 9 points if he does.
No, absolutely. And these runners absolutely loving these red slimes. They're one-shot kills, 136 experience each. Very, very nice enemy to start right next to start.
Yeah, these Axe Knights though, 7 XP, no thanks.
Yeah, a lot of other enemies have been pretty trolly with the terrible experience. We saw a metal slime with 2 experience a few moments ago. We got a couple new enemies on screen. Let's see how these guys are doing.
Well, 40, and Holmes has found the tablet cave. Going to find the extra chest here. Just an herb. head back down for another 2 possible chests here.
Yeah, unfortunately, no Radiant, so we're going to have to manually go out and check. 0 for 1 on the bottom floor so far, and we'll see if that last chest is there.
It is, but it's gold. No outside yet, I don't think, so we're gonna have to slog it back out.
Yeah, a little heavier in the wallet with that gold, which we really don't need at this point. We have pretty much purchased everything we need outside, maybe some herbs. All right, we got Seawolf going to hit at least level 8 here off of that last slime, getting 15-3, 44 hit points, 17 MP, and there's outside and did pick up 2 levels to 9.
Yeah, JBrunt down here finding Sharlock and finding the freebie cave and also the Rainbow Drop cave. So we've got that right next to Sharlock. At least JBrunt knows that whenever he wants to go, it's right there.
Yeah, freebie cave being a little trolly with no chest can possibly have 3 in this flag set. Meanwhile, we do have DrMisterHomes in Cantlin chest up top, just a torch. We'll see if we get a cords check and check on the bottom left chest potential.
No, there is a chest down here. Let's see if the NPC is going to let him take it. Yep. Oh, well, that's no fun.
It's better than the torch, I guess, but you had to go a couple doors, and that's a little annoying chest to get to.
Well, 17 north, 11 east is certainly very countable, and Holmes just immediately offing himself and sending himself back home to probably go to check those coordinates.
Yeah, very decent odds it's something that we do want, since the death necklace is already known at this point. The only item that really wouldn't be helpful would be if it ends up being the fairy flute.
Well, maybe not immediately going for those coordinates. Going to go to the basement. I'm not sure if Holmes has been down here yet, but he's going to find Swamp South. If he does know where it is, it's probably to go and get the princess, maybe, or at least check the chests.
Yeah, we see SeaWolf1 down there doing that exact thing, picking up the princess. No chest by her. Does hit outside, so it goes out the other side, but has returned, is going to turn her in. And now, in addition to having a count to where that chest is, or that search spot is, he will have an ability to check what the next level requirement will be, because we have random XP requirements on the night, so we have no idea what the next level requires.
Yeah, definitely nice to know for your grind at the end if you end up grinding. Better to know how far you need to go than to be doing it all nervous and guessing. You might want to go on a level that is iffy if you can see the next one is 3,000 XP away or something.
No, absolutely agree. And they have a fantastic grind in the basement, by the way. A 214 experience, horrible magician.
It's the downstairs gym. It's the training grounds. We need montage music now.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, as we've seen through the early races so far, and even in several I've ran, that you can get a spike that actually is useful. But it seems like we've been able to pull it off tonight for these guys.
It's making me all this generosity is making me wonder what's waiting in Sharlock.
And Nimanva over here, just west of Sharlock, has 205 XP Warlocks. What else is running around? 114 Druid Lords. He's found a decent zone.
Yeah, he's liking that desert out behind Sharlock for sure. It's where all the nasty things live, and apparently they give good XP. Yeah, 214.
Yeah, Nim's down here. Who needs a spike? I have a desert. We'll see how this experience gap goes, though, because with a couple or all three of the other runners, knowing that there is a repeatable, grindable enemy given 200 plus experience, they've got a little bit of a leg up on him at this point, because they'll be able to quickly either get that experience if they want to go that route, or if they want to go out and do the exploration, they know where they can revert back to at a later date and time.
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, with our complete knowledge here, if I had to pick between Nim's grind or JBrun's right now, I'd definitely go for the Magician.
And you know what? I think I spoke it into existence. We have the Fairy Flute on the coordinates.
Oh no. Oh, that just means they'll have to go and search around a little bit with all their end game gear already. They're fine. They can do a little bit more exploring. It won't kill them.
Exactly. And we have no armor in Sharlock flag on tonight, so the armor cannot be in Sharlock. So we know everything we need now is outside of Sharlock, so they just got to figure out where outside of Sharlock and complete that exploration. So looking at those stats, at level 12, not very far off potentially being able to at least test. The one legging stat mainly right now is MP. We did just get another +8 on 13 as Nimanva just loaded up another level, but need a little more MP to make this feel more comfortable, but we're getting close.
Yeah, for levels, what we're at 9 and 10 and 12 and let's see, 13. Yeah, we're feeling pretty good, I'd say. Like, not, you know, like you say, not anywhere near going or anything, but maybe a couple levels away.
It depends on how much you want to test the waters.
Yeah.
Because if you're not aware in chat, we have chaos enemies on, so the Dragon Lord 1 battle is a super chaotic event, which could go from the Dragon Lord being a pushover and going down in one swing while not being able to hit you at all, to being the mother of all enemies who will wreck your face with 100 damage rolls and have 255 agility and not let you hit him. So there's a lot of in between, obviously, but it could be crazy.
DL2 might be a pushover compared to DL1.
Absolutely. So
I've seen those.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen those. We've seen those from people talking in various threads about chats about Sweet Seas they've done. We've seen it in the league already, but we've seen them just continuing this grind right now.
Yeah, still a lot of things to find. Not entirely sure I disagree with the play. Just, you know, you never know how it could turn out, right? And it might be the right decision and it might not. With the chaos flags, it's harder to tell, I think, than it is normally, just because, you know, like we were just talking about, the end game is completely an unknown.
Absolutely. So, Seawolf here doing some exploration through Grave. I saw 2 chests so far, nothing of importance yet. We'll see if any of the vanilla chests up top are here.
Still no Radiant either, which particularly in Grave I find helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. The top isn't horrible once you get it down, but the bottom can be a little bit of a nuisance. One of the 3 chests up here, though, and we got a torch. Yay.
Fun. Oh, that's good. Aaron saying, thought maybe Nim was grinding for Radiant. Yeah.
It is an interesting thought for sure. Trying to die and just keeps killing everything here. Well, we'll have a quick idea on what level 15 is here in a moment, as the Keen will let us know what that level requirement is.
1450 more.
Yeah, that ain't too bad at all, with how generous some of these enemy sets have been. With
it's only like 8 magicians.
Exactly. Unfortunately, Nim, as of yet, doesn't know that magician is the play, but maybe he'll find out here in a moment.
Maybe about to find out, and maybe gonna hang his head for a second, thinking, oh, I could have been grinding here this whole time.
All right, we had a Wolf Lord go down with a Hurt More for 102 experience in Hawksness, and underneath it was the Urtrix token.
Yeah, the grind Nim had in the desert was very, very good as well.
All right, so at this point, we know where stones are. We know where token is. We had the sword easily deposited in coal. We just need a harp and some armor.
You've got Doc throwing out a repel now.
Yeah, he's in mountain here. Does check the alternate chest location and finds the dragon scale. That's an extra 2 defense. Meanwhile, Seawolf is doing the deep dive of grave over here, and we'll see if he can locate anything of importance, as Nim is also rescuing Waylon for himself. And JBrun is in tablet, so 4 runners and 4 caves, all 4 are different caves. That's very abnormal.
Yeah, strange kind of situation we've got going on. Mr. Holmes finds an herb down in the bottom of the mountain here. There's the silver harp, though.
One of the 2 pieces of the puzzle figured out here. We have to have the armor in a chest somewhere, though. Let's see if mountain is the play.
There's some useless gold.
If he's doing the normal order of operations here, we'll have 2 more chest or 3 more chest checks. No, 2. He just checked 1 and then the final 5th chest, and we'll see if it's in here.
Yeah, I think he's checked all the other ones on this floor. Yeah, nothing there. Gonna head outside. Found the harp.
Some locations that we haven't seen. We haven't seen Romualder yet, right?
No, I don't believe we've seen Romualder. I don't think we've seen Breckenary either, have we?
That's a good... Breckenary's so forgettable, it's very hard to remember if it's in there.
Well, we do know where we do know the token is in Hawksness, if I remember right.
Yep, correct. Hawksness below that Wolf Lord has our token. Top left of Mountain 2 had that harp. We had the Death Necklace and Treasury. We had Failure Flute on Chords, Erdrick's Sword, and Stones of Sunlight in Coal.
Yeah, the seed has definitely had us running around. Everything's decently spread out, it seems. Like there's nothing, there's not everything all in one place here. So it's, as someone said in chat earlier, I forget who it was. It might just come down to whoever's routing this the most efficiently might be the winner.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like every one of our runners are coming across various caves and other locations, but not those last couple towns, as for whatever reason Nimanva is just kind of staring at that wall there. We'll see what he's up to. Very possibly consulting a map of alternate chest locations as he goes the deep dive grave. If you don't do it very frequently, it can be very confusing. So luckily, one of our community members put together a very, very nice map that's available for all runners to use and be able to view where those alternate chest locations are at.
I love that map, yeah. There's a few essentials like that. If ever anybody's interested in the Discord, you can find links to all of these extra materials as well. If you're feeling like learning anything other than standard flags, there's a lot of fun resources there for you in the Discord.
Very, very nicely put and absolutely correct. So Additionally, look in the chat there. We have our 4 runners links up there. Go give them a follow. These runners do a lot of things besides DWR Randomizer as well, but they put on a good show for everybody. And likes, follows, subscriptions, everybody loves those things. So hit them up. We'll see how they're doing there.
Yeah, I won't tell you which, but one of them routinely has a cute dog on stream.
And we'll definitely make sure you are aware. For sure, no, absolutely. So, so yeah, now we have runners repeating tasks that other runners have done just because of the order operations. They found these locations, yet none of them have come across those towns that still are outstanding.
Yeah, we've got new information for them, but not necessarily for us. Holmes is about to find the token, though. He's going to be the first to have all 3 of the items, but I don't quite remember if we've even seen the harp trade-in cave.
Oh, that's a good point. I do remember seeing the jerk earlier for our rainbow drop, but yeah, I'm not sure if we have seen our staff trade-in at all.
So still more searching to come.
Yeah, and we're playing on a small map, but these small maps are definitely large in actuality. Very different from the very small maps.
Yeah, probably the most poignant difference for me whenever I'm playing this is the fact that in the normal size maps you can sometimes tell where you are by the way that, you know, there's a very visible northern, southern, eastern, and western edge to the map, whereas in this you get a lot less of that. So sometimes I find it's a little bit harder to orient or to get a feeling for whether it's you know, whether the map continues on in one direction or not.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're absolutely right. The non-defined edge can really throw you for a loop for sure.
So we're only 20 minutes into this seed, and everybody's doing pretty well at finding the required items. I think once we get to the point where we're ready to grind, if we get there, everybody knows pretty decent grind spots. So it's looking like everybody's feeling pretty comfortable. Here's Romualder on Holmes' screen now.
Oh, buddy, and both chests out here are loaded up. Very high likelihood one of these is going to be our armor.
Not that one. That just means there's an even higher likelihood. There we go. Erdrick's armor is in Romualder.
So Holmes has all the homework done. Per chat, it looks like he did pick up his staff of rain, so he has located that. And yeah, his inventory check does confirm that. So he's doing a couple checks there. He's just got to change it in, and we'll see what he's opting to do here. He's very low at level 12 at 58 MP, but knows where a good grind is.
Oh, for sure.
And JBrun just behind him picking up that armor as well. So JBrun nearly there, just has to get themselves to Mountain. So far, Holmes the only one that's hit Mountain Cave up so far.
Yeah, and Holmes immediately going down to the Tantagel downstairs gym. Work out with that magician down there.
Yeah, definitely still has to throw out some hurts. We did see Seawolf test hurt versus hurt more, and hurts were routinely killing it earlier, so it can definitely save some MP here just throwing hurts if he is aware.
And it's running away. Oh no. I've seen that a few times now, and somebody was asking about that, I think, in the Discord as well, about whether or not spike tile enemies can run away.
Oh yeah, spike tiles in Chaos routinely run away, because what makes them a spike tile may not necessarily be the thing that prevents them from running, right? So they might just have a ton of HP, but be completely weak in all other aspects, so they want to get the heck away from you.
They had one job.
So some mutterings in chat about an easiest seed to start, and I will agree. So far, this seed has been very generous to these runners. No real scary enemies at all. Ample amounts of triple-digit enemies. I marked down 7 that were at least 100 plus, including both spike tiles. The Wolf Lord and Hawksness is 104. This Magician 214. But we still have Sharlock, folks. Sharlock is a truly great equalizer in this. Once we get to that spike tile, once we see the Dragon Lord versions, and that could definitely change the outlook of this seed real fast.
That's been the best part of this week, is you just never know what's gonna happen next. You might be on top of the world, and then you get to that Dragon Lord, and nope. The Dragon Lord says, "No, you're gonna be here for another hour."
Yeah, absolutely. And especially if it's something with a higher need for MP, and MP kind of drops off, and all of a sudden XP requirements shoot up. Even with 200 a pop, it takes a while to grind out, thousands and thousands of experience if these XP requirements get crazy. So we'll see what happens here. So Holmes going to quickly take the experience lead here. 1 or 2 more Magicians. He'll be passing Nimanva. Meanwhile, Seawolf does come across his Hawksness area here and is going to be picking up his token momentarily.
Yeah, and I've seen Seawolf fighting these before. Going to be very happy to see that it's a one-shot kill Wolf Lord here. Holmes stepping out of the castle for a second to refill. Very likely just going to head back down, I think.
Yeah, most likely. Not a real easy way for him to death warp. So opted to walk out and walk back around and all this. But we'll see. Again, I've seen Seawolf throwing regular hurt and killing this before. I'm not sure if it's consistent or not, but I've seen him do it. So he might be able to maximize this if he gives it a shot. Ultimately didn't give it a shot when he still had 6. Meanwhile, down in the bottom right, we have JBrun in Mountain, and on the bottom left, we have Nimanva in Mountain. So both of them are going to be picking up their harps momentarily.
Yeah, Seawolf having just gotten his token. Looks like everybody's starting to catch up as far as required items are concerned. JBrun's going to be about ready to go, but yeah, Nim's about to get some good news there as well.
And here's Seawolf finding Rem to get that armor here momentarily.
Yeah, once they find this, with Holmes having found it a little while ago, with this grind going on now, I think we're starting to see a bit of a clearer picture about how this might go. Again, you never know. Dragon Lord might change everything. You can sometimes decide that you're ready enough to go, fail, and meanwhile somebody else has been grinding that whole time, and then all of a sudden they're making a go.
No, absolutely agreed. And we're going to have some differences here. At least our right side runners are both strength agility, while our left side runners are strength HP. So we're going to see a difference in HP versus agility here. The agility folks most likely looking for that little bit of added edge to be able to get away from a very high agility enemy that may be lurking in Sharlock.
Yeah, and while we do have easy and short Sharlock on, that still doesn't mean that it's not going to stop you. Even at 90 something agility, you can still end up in a pickle.
Chat saying in Chaos, I don't think agility helps much. About the only thing it helps with is if you get some monster DL1 or some enemy just dropping the bomb on you, it's only hitting you for 84 instead of 88.
JBrun opening up the bridge here.
Exactly. JBrun going to make a run at this. Maybe thinking partially exploration or knowledge, or maybe if there's a double weak Dragon Lord here with an easy spike. It's definitely doable. I said this when we saw 14 pop up for Nimanva earlier, that it is winnable if we get easy Dragon Lords. both versions, but we'll see.
Yeah, and you never know. It's at least worth a little check here. You know, make a little peek in. Knowledge is power, you know.
And yet another simple-ish spike. We just had a werewolf go down in 2. It did have Hurtmore in between, but meanwhile the droll stops him short.
Ah, he's only got hurt. And 6 XP. Alright, so here we go. First look at Dragonlord 1.
Yeah, definitely exploration. I just noticed his MP is not topped off whatsoever.
Yeah. By 7.
7, yeah, 7's a little rough. Decides to just throw a Hurtmore there. And it has DL too.
Oh. Another 9. Gonna heal more again.
Meanwhile, Holmes hitting level 16, 3057. Not a big bump in anything. Is up to 90 MP. It looks like he's up for either a refill or a test.
Six. Well, let's see. It's probably the last attack here is another 6 and sleep.
Oh man, this thing has full wombo.
Waits till the end. I mean, at least you know though now, right? Like, see, that's
exactly.
At least you know.
No, this is really good knowledge, especially with that allegedly appearing of a 25% sleep showing up there. You know, you need to stop spell. You have to have the MP to stop spell. You're going to need the MP to be able to heal more repeatedly. And yeah. This might have a lot of HP. This could be a real difficult Dragonlord 1 to overcome.
Yeah, and that's just Dragonlord 1. You got a whole nother enemy after that one.
All right, Holmes at 16 going to check what the next level is and finds out it's 1354, not too far away when you have 200 and something magicians.
Yeah, Nim has the staff now and is about to pick up the token. So Nim's about to be a happy camper over here. Exploration complete for Nim.
And JBrunTR decides to find a let's also do an issue 104. So we have a lot of these meters. There's just ridiculously high XP, which is pretty awesome.
Going to pick up some fairy waters, it looks like here. Gonna go sell off those cursed belts first, I think, yeah.
Yeah, fairy water for Dragonlord 1 will absolutely be beneficial. To an extent. It's gonna definitely limit or minimize the amount of swings he's gonna have to do here. To get through at least all the fairy water pieces, but it was looking like we're probably going to have to go beyond what fairy water capacity is going to be able to do, especially if he still has that death necklace on him in addition to that fairy flute.
Trying to sell the fairy flute. You wish you could.
Yeah, it's nuts. Fairy flute's literally used in one location for one battle in the vanilla game, yet it is a required keep item. It's a shame, but Nimanva down here getting his armor in Rim and has all the information now.
Yeah, it's time to see if Nim's going to decide to go for it as well, or if Nim's going to say, no, you know what, let's do a little grinding first.
Yeah, and he's been carrying around the princess the entire time. Never opting to turn her in, and is picking up the rainbow here. So it looks like maybe one to do an exploratory dive here. We know, unless the stars align, there is not a possibility he's going to be killing this thing at 15.
No way.
And Holmes up here gets level 17, and it is a nothing burger 3102, but immediately gets at least another level here. We're going to pick up 0291. Still not really too great.
Yeah, nothing to write home about just yet. 300, did I see that right? 332? So that's just another couple magicians.
2 more magicians. Easy mode activated for some of these levels, tightening up tremendously.
Yeah, Nim's out behind Sharlock again, doing some more grinding as well here.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad zone. He did that a little bit and then hit return. Maybe you remember there's a grind in the basement possibly, but here comes another level. Well, we got 2 more power, 5 agility, 12 more hit points, 2 more magic.
Oh, again, not so bad. That's 6 more one-shot enemies, but nope, gonna outside return. Looks like gonna give it a try on 19.
Yeah, he has no knowledge of Sharlock whatsoever or what's in store for him with Dragon Lord 1, but we have JBrun making it another run too here with those fairy waters. Does find a green dragon with DL2. Goes down in 2 shots for 231 though.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how far this goes with these fairy waters. You might make a difference, but these green dragons are not cooperating now.
Yeah, and has to use a heal more on this initial green dragon. They're not very strong, but that DL2 is no joke.
All right, Holmes, dropping the bridge.
Oh, JBrun opting to go back and forth on this werewolf down here now. Getting
rematch.
occasional one-shots. Seawolf, the last hour runners to pick up the rainbow here, but is also in go mode. A little behind on the experience here at this point. Nimanva about 2,000 behind Holmes at this point, but we'll see when they opt to make a run at it as Holmes gets to the spike tile.
Yeah, Nim with the princess in hand also has no idea that he could be getting 17, 18, 19 all relatively quick here.
So we got Seawolf here in Sharlock and is going to check the treasury here. Maybe looking for the fighter's ring, I guess?
Well, it must be. Holmes taking on DL1, no effect, but gets put to sleep.
Finds out about the sleep there, didn't he?
Well, wakes up just in time to heal more. Dragon Lord says no to the stop spell. Again. Oh. This is when you think to yourself, no, we're going to call this an exploratory dive as well.
Yeah, Holmes go ahead, tries to throw out the Desperation Sleep and then another Hurt More. Neither take effect as the Dragon Lord has a 15 out of 16 resist to that, effectively making it a long shot to land.
Yeah, the seed not making it easy.
So yeah, as chat's kind of discussing this as well, old chaos in this rando, but it has been multiple years at this point, did randomize all of those effects, and you could get lucky sleeps or hurt mores off on them, but at this point, those are hard blocked at the resistances for both sleep and hurt more at the 15-16 ratio, so a very minimal chance at being able to get that off. All those other stats are on the table though, on the full range, including HP, agility, strength, all the abilities. that can come along with those as well.
All right, Nimanva on level 16 is going to give this a try too.
So, DrMisterHomes immediately returning into Sharlock here. Does already know how far away 20 is, but is opting to maybe give this another go. We'll see how this round 2 goes. Meanwhile, Seawolf is also at the spike, about to make his first attempt to Dragon Lord potentially here and get the good news about the fun.
Oh no, heading around to check that last chest.
And meanwhile, yeah, Nimanva down here finding out about the Wombo. At least that's more knowledge.
Yep, now you know. Holmes here waking up. Trying to sleep the DL1 as well.
Exactly. He is wanting to sleep it. Stop spell resist is essentially a coin flip here, so he's just getting the bad side of stop spell luck there.
Yeah.
Flower Power calling out we have a race at 10. We actually have 2 races at 10, of which both we have several of our people doing this race doing both of the races at 10, so it should be a hoot if this goes for a bit.
Yeah, I'd love to have some break in between.
Alright, so Nimanva down in their swamp decided, yeah, that was enough for me. I'm going to grind some more levels. Does know about the hurt versus hurt more, so is throwing hurts there. So it can stay down here for extended periods of time.
Oh, for sure. Lost the princess, though, and still doesn't know that 17, 18, and 19 are going to come pretty quickly.
Yeah, and it's this is very peculiar right now. We're gonna have DrMisterHomes make a repeated attempt, it looks like, even though he knows he's at this point probably less than 1,000 away because he has been taking chip shots at enemies along the march back. Nimanva down here on that dedicated 214 grind on the Magician. Seawolf walking back and forth on desert and non-desert tiles in the Sharlock basement, picking up these green dragons that do 231 among other things, and then JBrun on this werewolf that can sometimes go down in 1 and sometimes decides to throw out heal more just to troll you a little bit.
Yeah, and the interesting part of it is that we still have no idea which one of them is doing the right thing right now.
Yeah, I mean, if DrMisterHomes even does realize the resist and wants to try and get that 1 in 16 to land, might not realize how far he's got to go, because we did see a sustained battle on JBrun's side. Granted, he was doing very low levels of damage to the Dragon Lord, but he did have multiple rounds, and we were no closer to finding out how much HP this Dragon Lord has.
Green dragons everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the Green Dragon's fantastic as long as they don't blow their DL2. That 231 is fantastic. For sure. It looks like Holmes is going to pick the level up off of that as well. So here we go. What are we getting? We're getting another 2 power, 12 hit points, 9 MP that he can't take advantage of, at least on this dive. But 9 HP is 2 more heal mores for him.
Yep. It'll be lovely for the next time, if there's a next time, but the way it's been going, I suspect there might be.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. Agreed, 100%. Unless he checks and we're really close, I want to see what we got. 308, get that level real fast. We're going to see 21 here. Oh, no, he just walks away. Oh, no, we're going to get it maybe almost get it on the screen.
Maybe the dragons will make him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go.
There he goes. Yeah,
you just gotta get that level at this point. Meanwhile, Seawolf's going to take his first shot here. Does get stop spell to land on the Dragon Lord 1 version here. Finds out about the DL2 though. and is finding out about the massive amount of defense it has as well.
All right, so here's 21. 1 power, 1 response speed, 6 HP, 2 MP.
The seed is being very stingy with the MP here, absolutely for sure. Kind of surprised. I mean, you already have Gwaylin. Let's go ahead and see what level 22 is. I mean, if it's 1 or 2 green dragons away or a few werewolves, I mean, heck, at this point, just do it.
Why not? Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
7,341 experience until the next level for level 22. I think DrMisterHomes is going to make a chance at this, although he does pre-equip the death necklace here.
Yeah.
But he's going down multiple levels of MP and then knows about the sleep, so I'm wondering if he's going to throw a stop spell. If he does, that's going to be an additional heal more down.
Yeah. No, looks like he's just going for it.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to get lucky with the sleep here. He's getting womboed right now. That's a double and physical to the death.
Ouch.
Well, I think
there's
that's
a town right next to home.
Okay, yeah, exactly. No worries about that death necklace. He'll be able to top off and be safe here. He is gonna be down that little bit of HP, but it's not a big deal here at this point. So from his perspective, though, he's gonna have a lot more MP this time. And having gotten womboed on that round, I would expect to see a stop spell attempt again here. Although if he is operating on old thoughts, he might be thinking it has a higher resist than it does to the stop spell, unfortunately. All right, we got Nimanva down here, level 20. Looks like he's going to be making an appropriate attempt here again, as long as he can get there.
Yeah, and a strength HP build. He's going to be a little bit more beefy. Maybe get a couple more swings in per heal more.
And JBrun going back at 17, does have those fairy waters in tow, knows all the information about Dragonlord 1. We have no information still, folks, about Dragonlord 2 and what that could entail, as the Dragonlord 2 can range from 100 to 230 HP and additionally have either sleep or heal, or neither, but can have either of those trolley items as well.
Heal more coming out for JBrun.
We're going to have multiple DL1 fights going here, as unfortunately Seawolf is getting NPC'd in Breckenary.
Oh, Nimanva gets the stop spell off.
All right, so the bottom 2 runners with stop spell in play here. Still having to deal with the breath in the attacks. And Holmes throws out Hurtmore's.
Not sure that I blame him.
Yeah, it will be unfortunate if he is not aware of the actual potential stats that the Dragonlord 1 can have, because and he's 0 for stop spell again after trying it yet again.
JBrun, sorry to interrupt there, but JBrun's on DL2.
It is possible, although very low on Healmores. Let's see how this goes. I think, honestly, as a runner, if I was in this race, I would be begging this Dragonlord to have sleep and like to use it after I land a stop spell, of course, so that I could get free swings.
For sure, Nim is well on Dragonlord 2 now, 76 MP in the tank.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more MP there. We'll see how this one plays out. I'm not counting either one, but should be interesting.
JBrun throwing out the fairy water.
And Dragon Lord 2 appears up on home side only at 53 MP after multiple hurt mores and stop spell things, but a little more knowledge this time if it does go south, but we'll see how this goes. JBrun trying hurt more strats himself.
No, Dragon Lord says no. Sends him home. How exciting is this, though, after all this, having 3 DL2s on the screen at once?
I agree. I didn't think it was going to be possible. And we have Seawolf. He's only 15, but right behind him.
Nim for another 16.
Yeah, Nim's been getting some decent swings. I've seen multiple 19s now. We have no clue. Again, the Dragon Lord 2 can have 100 to 230 HP here, so we could still see a surprise heal coming up.
Yeah, could be over at any second. It might not be over for another 20, 30 minutes. You never know.
Definitely has a lot of HP. Yeah, I agreed with chat there. Definitely has a lot of HP at this point because we've definitely gotten there. Holmes unable to get there on the lower amount of MP he had remaining, and this is most likely the final swoon unless we get a lower physical or lower breath. He got it!
He gets it! Wow, Nimanva coming out of this fight with 4 NP, like 40-something HP. GG's in the chat for Nim.
Absolutely, that was fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Just by the skin of his teeth. Everyone else is going to be seeing that dot done and starting to sweat a little bit, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, there wasn't an exact clear-cut level that was go at this point, as we've seen multiple attempts from 15 on, and we have Holmes as high as 21. So no one's going to really have an idea that Nim is at level 20 and was able to get it at that point. But just had some good stop spell luck and played it a little safe into the chest there and was able to pull it off nicely.
Well, and I honestly, I feel like the strength HP build probably played a lot into that too, because he was sitting there heal mooring and you know, he had a lot bigger of an HP tank than anyone else did as well. He was getting a couple doubles there where I don't know that Holmes really was able to, or JBrun.
Yeah, agreed. And unfortunately, both of the right runners, DrMisterHomes and JBrun, just much lower MP count when they went into that battle. But we got Holmes coming around again. We'll see if the stop spell wants to be used and if the stop spell wants to land this time.
Still have to get through that DL1 though. Oh, there's the stop spell getting making it.
Yeah, as long as more physicals, less breaths, or honestly more sleeps at this point, because sleeps are free turns, he'll be in a much better position.
JBrun as well on 19 now. Gonna go for a nice brisk little pace back and forth for a minute here.
Yeah, trying to do some heel walking here, which in Charlotte can be a little troublesome, but is topped off and going to no, he's double checking, and now he's gonna top. And here we go, Holmes with 9 heal mores in tow this time, level 21. That's exactly what Nimanva had going into this battle here. So we'll see if this one plays out. Starts out with a 13.
Nice little 19 there. $25, nice.
All right, with that, Dean, we do have tonight's race winner, Nimanva, joining us here in the booth. And GG, Nim, we got an exciting finish happening here with Holmes on Dragon Lord number 6, I believe. But how did you feel about this seed?
I felt really bad about my winding around everywhere, finding every single item pretty much. And then the Dragon Lord was just mean. Oh my gosh. Both versions.
Yeah, I think it was the seed trying to offset how easier-ish, I would say, the rest of it was. Lots of good enemies out there, lots of stuff nearby. Getting that sword really quickly out of Cole was awesome, and some good early equipment.
Oh yeah, all the stuff was just laying around. You could easily get anywhere, pretty much. Till you got to the Dragon Lord. The Dragon Lord 1 was a good gatekeeper. I mean, man, he had high defense, hit hard, had sleep and DL2.
All right, well, let me interrupt and say, get those GGs out from DrMisterHomes. Going to finish in second place in tonight's race, get 3 points, and has finally gotten rid of those Dragon Lord demons. That was a rough go of it for Holmes, but is finally successful here.
Yeah, GG's to DrMisterHomes. Gonna speak with the king. Hit that dot done and be breathing a sigh of relief, I think.
So, Nim, I had one real question for you. Early on, you found that desert just west of Sharlock that had some really decent enemies and continued to grind there. Meanwhile, the other 3 runners, after getting hurt more, found out about the magician in the basement. But your grind didn't really matter. Did you have any thoughts to check any of the spikes early on, or you were just really content with that desert and just rolling with it?
The desert was really nice, and I've had, in all my practices, I never had anything good on a spike tile, so I went with the desert until I felt good, and then when I found the magician, I'm like, well, that's where I'm going to go back to when it's time. So, and when I realized I was going to need at least, 3 or 4 more levels, that's when I went back to the magician and tried to do it with her, because it didn't have very many hit points.
Yeah, definitely good decisions all the way through. So that's a second place, and now a first place finish for you. You feeling good about your chances making the playoffs?
I feel a little above average right now. It all depends on how next week goes, and then who I get placed with in the last positional round. Because that could be a really bad week.
It certainly could. Every there's threats left and right for sure. Looks like we've got DrMisterHomes joining us. GG's, how did that feel for you?
If that's not the best seed this week, I don't know what is.
Right? You everyone. I'll say now that you're in here, everyone kind of maybe took a different route to getting the items, but there was a point where we had multiple DL2 fights going on at the same time, and it was just chaos, and we were all kind of on the edge of our seats wondering who was finally going to win.
Yeah, that's
you?
The most legendary DL1,
right?
Like, so I'm not sure if you brought up the numbers or if you're going to do it at the end of the seed, but by my count, it had like 180 plus attack. It had 230 plus agility. It had rolled like max sleep and hurt more resist, and its stop spell resist must have been close to max. Just unbelievable wall.
So I was going to let you know about that, because we saw the repeated hurt more attempts to sleep attempts. The game is hard-coded now. Dragon Lord 1 is hard-coded at 15 out of 16 resist to both sleep and hurt more, so that was by design. So the stop spell, I believe, is capped at 7 out of 16, so you just had terrible luck on that.
That makes a lot more sense. I still think I would have finished second even if I won the first fight. I think I popped him for like 170 damage in that first fight, maybe 180. So I was a hit or two away, but because he finished right as I was going to Cole to recharge after that first one. But yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that's what you get for not knowing the game, huh?
And there's our DL1 stats on screen. We've had every runner on him several times at this point. So 118 HP, 217 agility, 131 attack, which gave him an equivalent 108 defense. But the 15s and 16s, and then that 7 out of 16 stop. 25% on both sleep and DL2, which is what I assume based on the usage.
Yeah.
Oh man, so what level did you finish that, Nim?
20.
Okay, yeah, I ended up just one of my dives. I got there, and I looked, and I was like 600 experience away, and I popped a green dragon. So I just tried to finish it off. But yeah, good to know it wasn't like egregiously lower than me. That makes me feel a bit better.
We were worried for a second because once you hit 21 and then checked again and saw that the next level was like 7,400 XP away.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's time to go now.
Yeah.
And I would be lying if I said after my first couple Dragon Lord fights, I didn't contemplate just going and hammering away that magician. Like, I was like, what am I gonna do? Because he used sleep a lot in the first couple fights, so it was not obvious that it was 25% at the time, so I was just all sorts of mental confusion.
Meanwhile, I had JBrun on, I'm not sure what round of Dragon Lord attempt this was this time at level 19. Came up just a little bit short, was rolling pretty hot, had the Death Necklace on. Unfortunately, did have to lose a heal more in there, and probably was 1 or 2 swings away at this point. We'll see if he gives it another go here, at level 20.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough seed. Really tough seed. This is small map, right? This week?
Yeah, I mean, allegedly it's small map, but sometimes they feel pretty big.
Yeah, like, because we've been doing, like, very small, so, like, feels gigantic compared to that. I can't imagine what it's going to be like going to, like, a regular-sized map.
Oh, and then everything was just spread all the way out to everywhere.
So have y'all ever, like, played on an emulator and, like, played on 150 or 200% speed, and then, like, later on you go back to regular speed and it feels like you're walking through quicksand? That's, like, the best analogy I can make to the small map.
I can't say that I've done that, but what I did do recently was I started getting into the Final Fantasy randomizer where you're zipping around on the
double walking
super
speed.
quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so now coming back to playing Dragon Warrior has been it's felt like the quicksand for sure.
Oh man, I've been playing Final Fantasy Randomizer for a couple of years now, and then on my birthday I decided I was going to play all the Final Fantasies again, and I went and started playing Final Fantasy 1 just vanilla, and it's like, oh, what am I doing? This is slow.
That was a hella fun seed though. Like, I was nervous at first when I saw what was going on, but then I realized, no, this is just A+ content, and I knew the people that were watching had to have been having such a huge blast. So that makes me super happy. Even if I finished 4th, I would have been annoyed, but still pretty happy with that.
So just to mention JBrun here, man, just some terrible, terrible luck. Just went into the Dragon Lord again after topping off, after getting booted. Gets immediately ambushed, slept, and wrecked by the Dragon Lord 1. Didn't even have an attempt at it.
And now the NPC's blocking him from the shop.
NPC says, "We do not sell to people that are cursed. Sorry, go away."
Oh man, when I was doing my last level grinding, at one point I thought, I'm just gonna grind until I see somebody finish.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Seawolf going with YOLO strats here, throwing out the hurt mores like they're candy, but unfortunately none landing with that 116.
As long as the last one lands before they die, then we're all good. Yeah, this is legit the kind of Dragon Lord where if he just says no, you could be here for like 40 minutes. It's kind of like Dragon Warrior 2 Endgame. seeing that Roan type screensaver on mine and Nim's Windows makes me think of that immediately.
I know what you mean.
So JBrun back at it again after topping off, does just inconsequentially get level 21, as we did see. Not a very big step up over level 20, but does have that number increase.
Yeah, and I think if you don't make it this time, and you get sent back and you see that there's 7,000 XP till the next level, you at least, I think, know that with 2 people already having finished, this is probably the level.
Do you actually get to see that if you're cursed?
Oh, you're right.
Depends if they have Gwaelin's love or not.
Which he doesn't.
He doesn't, yeah. So he would just be flying blind unless he removes it.
Yeah, Gwaelin's love is low-key nice. Like, I was originally thinking of going to fight at like level 17 or whatever. Then I looked, it's like, oh, it's 40 experience to the next level. And then after that, oh, it's 300 experience to the next level. It's funny how that works. After it being like 4K to get to level 15 or something silly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks y'all for doing the commentating and all the behind the scenes stuff. I've got a Manning who is zipping around the house, and I'm gonna give him some attention if that's all right.
Absolutely. Thanks for sticking around with us and chatting, and GG's, and congrats on the second place finish today.
Thank you kindly. Good job, Nim. See you next week.
GG's, DrMisterHomes.
All right, so to give an update on our 2 runners on stream still here, Seawolf, seeing that he was just over 1,000 away from 17, has opted to go ahead and try and grind it out on this werewolf here in the bottom of Sherlock. Should be getting that level here momentarily. Won't be aware how close he is to those next few levels as well, though. On the other side here, JBrun at 104 MP opted to not try and stop spell the Dragon Lord here, and has been punished severely for that, as he repeatedly had to ultimately use heal mores and is throwing hurt more. So we'll see if he comes back at it again here at level 21 and with that extra 2 MP throws that stop spell and gets it to land.
Dragon Lord finally going in for the kill.
So Nim, since you're still with us here and we're going to be a few minutes, any thoughts on next week's flag set Vanilla-ish at all? How are you feeling about that flag set?
I haven't looked at a flag set before I start practicing it. So, I don't even know what's vanilla-ish. Is that where you have the vanilla map and stuff?
Yeah, vanilla map's the main piece here. It's mostly vanilla, but I think one of the fun ones on that one that everybody's going to enjoy is the random dungeon rotation flag is on.
Oh, that's always fun. When I do random rotation dungeons, the first time I step into a dungeon, I have to actually look at the map for about 15 seconds, and then I get oriented and can do the rest of them the rest of the way through. The first time I do it, like I'll do a practice seed beforehand to get oriented, and then I'll be fine when the tournament match actually comes up.
Very nice. Yeah, I know vanilla maps aren't always everyone's favorite, but they can lead to some very humorous situations, especially with some trolley starts, such as a vanilla Caitlyn location with some nasty enemies trying to get out of there.
Yeah, I really don't like starting in the Caitlyn area. That's not fun.
All right, Seawolf topped off after a level 17 gain is giving this another go here. 17 probably doable if he gets some good luck, but definitely those extra levels in that max roll 48 DL2, not good luck.
No, the luck was not on his side for sure.
But he gets the good news. He sees only 114 to the next level. Maybe that'll inspire him. I mean, heck, he's going to get almost that on the, or exactly that on the werewolf spike if he wants.
You just make that on your walk there.
Yeah, especially if you run into another one of those red slimes. Those things were plentiful early and very nice to see with that 136. But there he goes, 0-2-10-1. All right, here we go. JBrun in there, full of resources, up to the Dragon Lord. Does not get ambushed. Is throwing out that stop still. Let's see if it lands, and it had no effect.
No. Let me try it again. Oh no. Third time's a charm. There it is.
It's crazy. Like I said, we'll just say a virtual coin flip, slightly weighted in the hero's favor. But man, we've seen a lot of missed stop spells tonight.
Wow, I got lucky.
Yeah, the resist is only 7 out of 16, so it really isn't that lucky to land them. But just everybody else has just had terrible luck.
And there's been a rather large sample size as well.
Was I the only person who didn't get the fairy flute?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know at least 2 got it. Our trackers have it on all 3 other runners. Yeah. Yeah, I think for most runners, that's when it was still outstanding with no harp, no armor, and that flute as well. So the chords being a 2/3 chance at something good was too alluring, I guess.
Oh, I searched the coordinates. I just didn't pick it up because I was full on other stuff.
Oh, you won the internet then. That's how you do it, right? I think everybody else just got it shoved in their inventories, like, rudely.
Yeah, JBrun on DL2 now.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here for a couple doubles throughout, but needs to have the Dragon Lord play ball for him. So far, no go.
I did get tired of hearing that breath sound over and over and over again.
He is at least staying consistently in those that upper range in those low to mid 20s there. And there's another 23, but unfortunately still not a chance at the double here. Got 2 heal mores left there.
$14 and some more fire. Where's the last heal more?
Oh, yes! Get those GGs out for JBrun. Getting it on that final swing. Going to come in 3rd place tonight and take 2 points home with him.
Not the only runner tonight who's won on their final swing. Yeah, how did that feel for you, Nim, as well? You were I think what, 4 MP left and 40 something HP.
Oh yeah, I think I was at 47. I was like, if this doesn't kill him, please don't do a fire breath for 48. Luckily, it killed him.
Yeah, JBrun's got to be feeling good about that as well. winning on what is your last potential strike here. Like, we've got the Seawolf here who's on his last go. Gonna try a sleep. No.
He gave it one last. I mean, use all that MP if you have it. You never know. You could get the Dragon Lord to sleep walk there. But looks like knowing he's in last place, Seawolf has thrown in the towel. So get some GGs out for Seawolf. Made a really good attempt here. Just unfortunately didn't quite get that extra bit of leveling that he needed to top it up there. And that was super fast. Welcome to the booth, Seawolf. How you feeling about this one tonight?
That was mean. I was doing pretty good until I ran to deal one. I was out to deal one real fast, half mana. Let me try to stop spell. Works first time. Cool. Works stop first time. Cool. Awesome. Has sleep. Good. Okay, no problem. And then after that fight, just all downhill.
Yeah, it was a tale of two halves here. The seed threw everything at you early. You had that sword right next door with the stones. Ample amount of enemies throwing out 100, 200 plus experience, and then all of a sudden Sharlock shows up, and Dragon Lord 1 is a beast.
I mean, you assume it's going to be a beast. Just when you play cast, DL1 just is a beast. Just happens to be that way. But just very strange because like first time encounters, like yeah, stop spell lands, no issues. Didn't cast sleep to the very end of the first fight I had. It was like 8 or 9 rounds of combat and sleep, so it was like not as calm as I thought. And then then it started punching harder. Then I said I fought him was fire breath, fire breath, fire breath, fire breath. Then punching for 48. So it was kind of like just first time he kind of like played possum. Then I came back, he soaked 5 stop spells in a row and was just wrecking me. And there's no way around that. He hit so hard, like I couldn't death necklace because I'd be healing every hit, be the purpose. So just rough set there, and then once I got the DL2, ambush, fire breath, fire breath, fire breath. So just like I was getting any luck at all. I went for the 46 as run low on resources last fight, and got sniped 46. So just have my numbers tonight. Is what it is.
Yeah, and as we see, the Dragon Lord stats are officially loaded up on the screen here. No special abilities, but 202 HP. So we had a very high HP Dragon Lord here.
Yeah, phase 2, and then again, same thing. First time I fought Dragon Lord 2, stop spell first time, no problem. Then next 2 fights, couldn't land it. So you gotta cover your butt in the Chaos Seed, because there's nothing worse than getting them all the way down to nothing and suddenly starts healing. And it's like, well, now what do you do?
Yeah, Dragon Lord 1 ate up the resources. If the stop spell didn't land, you were getting. That's when the 25% sleep and Wombo would kick in. I think the one time we saw poor JBrun go in, get immediately slept, double breath, and then physical dead immediately like that.
Yeah, I got ambushed. Fight 3 or fight 4 happened to me. All right, walked in, got ambushed for a sleep, and then just got burned down real fast. But I had all the tools. Had sleep, had fire breath, and had a super high attack power. So just was deal. If you're playing chaos, quite often DL1 is worse than DL2. Just nature of the beast.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some stats flashing by on the screen here for JBrun, and not having caught the other ones for Nim and Holmes though, but I'm seeing the enemies pop up and death 0 0 0 0 0 0, and then DL1 and it's deaths like 4 or something. There's like a whole bunch of no deaths to anything at all the entire seed except to the DL1 at the very end.
I think I died once to DL1 and once to DL2.
Yeah, I died to a rogue scorpion early because I was misclick. I wanted to run and I hit down twice and I fought instead of run. I don't think I really died. I died on purpose one time in a cave to get out of there faster, and then all my kills were DL. I know, like one time a green dragon dodged me and breathed me. I was trying to save, be cheeky, save a heal more. So went for the swing and finally dodged once. I fought like 20 things, never dodged, and finally the last one dodged me. So
yeah, that's true. It certainly seems like Nim, you like you said, there was only 1 or 2 tries at the Dragon Lord. You were definitely on team grind XP and level up as much as possible before even trying, because I think by the time you did, I feel like Holmes and JBrun had both had multiple deaths at that point.
Yeah, after I fought DL1 the first time, and I saw that I was doing 7 points of damage, and he was hitting me for a lot more and had sleep. It was like, man, I need a lot more. So I gained, I think, 4 more levels while running back.
it was not hard to get levels either. The wolves were throwing for 100s and they could be one shot. Though it was kind of infuriating that one grind of the wolves I had that level 9 I was one shot werewolves. And then suddenly in the Charlotte grind I was like hitting for 23 every time first round of combat. So like could not roll more than 25 for like 10 minutes. It was the weirdest thing.
I did my grind on the magicians in the swamp cave using hurt spell.
Yeah, actually, I fought the one there. I should have thought about that too, because I remember I saw that one. That's kind of cute, ran away. And I saw one, like, I'll pop with the hurt spell, see what happens in the mountain cave. And like, 20 experience points, great. And then just never thought twice to go back to the swamp cave, because I was, the hundreds wasn't bad. It was like, I was right in Turlock, I was right there. And the re-dragons were pretty soft. They breathe fire, but wasn't major for like 230. Like 2 rounds of combat, so that wasn't too bad either.
I carried the princess with me for quite some time until I died to DL1.
Oh yeah, no, I simply I was like, here's princess. I'm going right to the castle right now because this could be something. Like honestly, the siege was very tame. Like there was very little nonsense outside of Dragon Lord 1. There was no sleeps in the overworld, a few fire breaths here and there. Hurt more on the werewolf.
Oh yeah, DL1 was only the real. I mean, a couple enemies had some bad abilities, but most of them were one killable because we had hurt more.
Yeah, hurt more and Urge Sword in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it was like, oh, I'm a big scary monster. Yeah, 40 hit points, go away.
And then DL1 was just monstrous, and had the after DL1, after that gatekeeper, you have Dragon Lord 2 had 202 hit
Yeah.
points.
Not great, but yeah, that's how my number this seed. It was going pretty good. I thought it was smooth, and again, even watching the race and playing the race, they want to play the seed. The seed itself was pretty kind until the very end. It's just the monsters aren't dangerous. The map wasn't, like one twisted turn to go around the bend there, and it's all pretty close to home, so it wasn't like dangerous at all. I didn't feel any threatened until the very end.
Yeah, very, very nicely put. And you are absolutely correct. I think everybody felt that same way. Everybody was feeling very content with the seed until that. But yeah, as we just saw on screen there, we're going to have 2 more races coming up here at 10 p.m. Eastern. One right here on DWR Randomizer. Let me get that one pulled up here. That is some Group 10 action featuring Tristal, Karant, Monsieur Slime, and Oog. Meanwhile, over on RPG Limit Break, at 10 p.m. Eastern as well, we'll have Group 7 action featuring Aaron 2U2, High Spirits, Wealth 35, and Sausage Link. So get your double monitors fired up and put one earbud in for each stream and see how this one goes. A couple more fantastic races coming up a little bit later. So runners or Beef, do we have any final thoughts on this one before we cut before the 10 p.m. Race kicks in?
I just want to thank everybody for putting this together. It's always great to have you guys commentate and do the restreams and stuff. And then great just competition with my fellow opponents.
Look forward to again the restream team, which does good work. We've got volunteers, it's nice to see, and I'll keep my streak alive of last place, first place, last place, first place. We'll try again next week, see what happens.
There's been some fun streaks so far. We'll see how that goes for you. But yeah, good luck in your week 4 races, guys. Anything else before you wanna take us home here, Beef?
Yeah. So I'll say thanks again to the runners for putting on such a great race, despite that Dragon Lord trying to get in everybody's way, and thanks to the restreamer Flower Power 718, Shihali and Sensei Balkar, the trackers, and thanks to you as well, DK, for commentating, and thank you all for watching. See you again either here at 10 o'clock or on RPG Limit Break, and until then, enjoy yourselves. Have a great night, everyone.